So I'm going to pick back up on where I left off. I believe Jesus was blind. It was when it was time to, that's why the movie, The Book of Eli, I believe he was, well, again, they made it kind of clear at one point that he was blind. Uh, but I believe Jesus was blind. And, he was able to get around, pretty good. But he wanted to know who was on the money. It was something about him and money that couldn't mix. Did y'all get that? And so his disciples apparently could not either. They were like taking a vow of silence. I mean, let's look in it. Let's look beyond, um, the face value, as they say. Maybe that's what I'm doing here. By the way, my name is Val, and I'm here to face the music. Uh, this is a song, or that was a song that has ended. Uh, I speak integrity. You know, people keep telling you, to be a millionaire, you got to look like this, you got to look like that, but then they say, what feeling would you have if you had the money? And I'm like, or what would you be doing? I'm like, I'm pretty sure I would be doing what I've been doing. Maybe at a more rapid pace, do more hiring people so I don't have to wait on favors. But as far as my being, I'd be here. And it's like that doesn't go with their narrative of you got to wear clothes and wear makeup, and that means self-love. Again, we're not the same. One of these kids are doing their own thing. This kid is not like the others. I believe in hygiene. Okay? Hydrogen. I mentioned that before. There's a Negro in hydrogen. So for you all going out drinking hydrogen, just know that one day you're going to be black. Ah, and once you go black, oh, y'all know the rest. Ah, Jesus. Damn. Here come the cat. The cat is back. See? I talked him up again. I talked long enough. And he say, okay, we going to make our rounds. Y'all please, $ GOASKVAL. Let me wake up to some coins so I can buy some tuna. Actually, this is a different one. This one is black with white paws. It's a lot of them. And she had said that when I first moved in. She was like, yeah, we got a lot of cats. And the cats. I think that's how she said it. And the cats. I'm like, hey, lady, where I came from, we not trying to, yeah, sure, cats. Yeah. Do they bite? What are we talking? Because if they just be cats and meow and walk around, you feed them every now and then, hey, I'm good. And we were feeding them as a community. And then all of a sudden, we were not. So, that's the story. But this is about me right now. Being at a place that assuming the feeling of the thing, the wish fulfilled. They say, if you really money, you're not going to be like jumping around and, acting like you just want a car on the Price is Right or anything like that. You just, you normalize it. And I'm like, yeah, I've been doing work as a millionaire. What does that look like? The feeling that I'm not in a rush. Again, new millionaire. I don't know what they do. I'm talking about the reason why I would want money. Now, I don't need to call the people that would move the RV. I have worked with them before. I would call them again. If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. In that respect. So, it's a matter of the money now. So how do I feel? What would I be doing? I'd be doing what I'm doing. Getting revelation. I finally started this channel. Yay me. Yay you. Yay us. And yay is yay. Okay. What else? So stop, don't let people keep twisting you around about what you got to do to be who you supposedly already are. This is quiet money. This ain't loud money. However, I ain't trying to be so quiet that all you hear is my truck rattling. You know what I'm saying? That ain't gonna work. But I see how repulsive it is when people do lead with that. I made $10,000 last week and ah, dang. No, man. It's not that. Truly, God knows. I know I was at the point of the money got to be here. It ain't got to be. I got the love. I did the forgiveness. I do the self-love. I let stuff go. I'm not judging. Check, 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 check. And then wait time. And then wait time. And then 3 weeks later, 3 months later, 5 years later, okay, I got stuff to be forgiving people for again. So I went back through that and patience was my friend. Be careful, don't ask for patience. It is a fruit of the spirit. You better get you some patience because you are the new physician. Starting with yourself, heal thyself. But at some point, I'm like, the money is not there, and I'll call it. I'm not one of them people that's gonna fake the funk. You just don't have enough faith. You haven't done this yet. Did you turn around, twist, through the stem of your shoulder, blow it in the house? Did you, no. Yeah, I did that too, and that ain't why, even if I didn't. And I'm like, why people are talking like this? Let me get back to the basics. I have to offer the people a good or a service, even if it's donation, even if it's a request, even if this is it, this is my service to you. Yes, I will get to, how I do this, or offering some jewelry or soap or candles or some other thing that you want energetically to show you the touchy value. But at least give them your cash out. Did I do that in this one, by the way? $GOASKVAL. Go ask Val. Matthew 7:7. Ask and it shall be given you. I have sought and I found. I found myself. I know myself. I have different voices. I'm not always talking like this. I don't always dress like this. But this is a moment of comfort. This is a moment in my life of comfort. And there's so many people with lights and camera and glitter. Go there if you want. But this over here it's a calm place. There's no anxiousness. There's none of that stuff that you hear out there. And I want it to stay that way. Yeah, I'm going to rant. We are alive. We're alive and kicking. But we are not doing that the most over here with that BS. So I'll say it again as I leave off of this one. My name is Val. And I believe all the months at some point rotate through the procession of the air. And so whether it's April, March, June, or whatever, it's all good. I'll talk to you later.